I actually do think it's a small percentage of police officers that people often use the term bad apples in each police force. Here's what we're saying. The bad apples aren't being prosecuted. Not here in New York, not around the country, and even when they are prosecuted, it's often half-hearted. And I work with police officers all over the country, including dozens of police officers right here in New York, and they will tell you that horrible, corrupt, violent police officers are bad for the force. And so, our retort to that is holding the worst police accountable is better for police. It's not just better for the community, which it is. It would build great trust in the community, but it's better for the police department to begin holding them accountable, just like it would be medical misconduct in a hospital. You need to hold people accountable, but what we have right now is not a system of accountability, even for the worst officers. I could tell you a couple of cases. The officers who shot Amadou Diallo 41 times right here in New York, even though he was unarmed, nonviolent, no criminal record, none of them were held accountable. I could tell you cases of officers who've sexually assaulted people and got off, who beat people, maimed them, who stole records, and they weren't held accountable, not only criminally, often they're not even fired. And the AP did this huge project they won several awards for, where they detailed over 1,000 officers who were found to be involved in some type of sexual assault, and only a tiny percentage of them even lost their jobs, even though a local board or an organization or even the police department deemed that they were involved. They still kept their employment or just moved to a different force. And so what we're really saying is there are bad police officers, like there are bad people in any profession.
They're bad doctors, bad journalists.
But there are a few professions that make it particularly difficult to hold the worst among them accountable, and none of them make it harder than police unions and police departments. And it ends up creating a huge level of distrust and angst and frustration in the communities that they often police too heavily, who just feel like, hey, we're just asking for the most basic form of justice, and families still don't get it.